guys, I'm ChezPride, and today I'm recording a Sims 4 video that I'm actually not going to need for like a couple more weeks, but I've been wanting to record this video since Pride Month, and this weekend and workday was super stressful, so I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to record what I'm actually in the mood to record instead of trying to go based off my schedule. So today, we are going to be renovating the trailers for my Orange Generation in my Rainbow Legacy Challenge. So if you missed it or don't follow my Instagram, a few weeks ago for you guys, I posted a picture of the backyard of where I am staying. And in that picture, there was a tree that had completely split in half, and half of it had fallen onto the house. And with that picture, I also posted a picture of a bunch of water in the floor in the basement. And for me recording this video, that was actually yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be the day that after a long week of work, I was supposed to come back yesterday and start recording videos and start getting caught up and, kind of going based off my schedule. And I went to go record and, make some fairies for the video and whatever. And I walked into the room and there was just water literally everywhere. So as I'm showing the owners of the house, there is a huge tree outside, not right outside the window, but in the view of the window that I could see. And right as we're talking about the water, the tree just literally split straight down the middle and fell in half right in front of us. Luckily, it barely but did miss the neighbor's fence, and it only screwed up the gutters on the house. But needless to say that the recording situation was no longer a priority. I mean, it could have been way worse, but that was probably the most scariest thing I had dealt with out of a storm before. And I just was like, nope, we're not recording today. We have shit to do. So it will probably be a little bit more spread out, me recording than normal, just because there's probably going to be a lot of people working on the house and, cutting up the tree and getting the mess cleaned up and whatnot. So if it's been spread out in my schedule for the last few weeks, I do apologize. I've probably already talked about it, but it's fresh on my mind. And I kind of use these videos as therapy. So I'm just going ahead and talking about it now because this is the first video I've recorded since the incident happened. But I did post pictures on my Instagram, and my Instagram link is linked onto my channel if you're interested in following me over there. I do keep you guys updated on my personal life kind of quicker over there, and as well as posts about when videos are actually posted. But since the last 60 hours in real life for me have either been extremely painful or extremely stressful, I have decided to do a video that I had planned way back in Pride Month before my computer just completely stopped working during Pride Month, because I feel like I'm really excited to bring this series back onto my channel. And there's actually 2 builds, including this one, that I need to record for you guys before I can start playing that series again. So I'm feeling pretty motivated and excited to do this build for you guys today. So I'm doing it early as a reward that I had to deal with all of that. After this, I will get back into recording the fairy content that I have planned out in my schedule for you guys and whatnot. But before I show you what we are building, let me show you who it is for and kind of refresh you on the story behind the situation and the family that comes with it, because it's been a little bit since the last episode of my Sims 4 The Rainbow Legacy Challenge. So the lot that we are building, well, I guess technically renovating today, is actually where I plan on having my Sim Ember from my Rainbow Legacy Challenge live with her boyfriend Romeo Noland, their cat Peaches, as well as their best friend from high school, Dylan. And I'm going to be having them actually rent out the trailers that our current Orange Air Blaze is living in now, but no longer can live in because his family is, well, for him, unexpectedly growing. We have had this planned out for a while now, but he just found out that one of his hookups got pregnant, and now the Yellow Gen heir is on the way. So he has to move out, but he is going to live in like a super secret location while he kind of hides out and finishes out the Strangerville mystery while being a detective. But ever since he moved out, Ember moved out with him, and Ember is technically his stepsister, and she doesn't want to go live in this secret location. She is like, no thank you, I'm good. I want to stay in the trailer. I'm an adult now. I can move my boyfriend and my best friend in, and we can all make rent. But it was just her birthday, so she just aged up, as well as her nephew just aged up. And since they're all going to move into the trailer together, and no one's really giving them much money, they're kind of just starting off with the bare minimum money that they can have. And she is going to make her money by making and selling jewelry at her property. Nolan, or I call him Nolan, he's technically Romeo Nolan, but Nolan's parents are Snow White and David Nolan, aka Prince Charming, from Once Upon a Time. David and Snow White obviously are kind of loaded. I mean, they're royalty. If you know the show Once Upon a Time, you know. And they're not really going to be giving Romeo any money because they kind of want him to learn to, like, you know, be the man of the house and get a job and whatnot. And I think because David and Blaze both worked together in the detective career, they were actually friends before Ember and Romeo started dating, actually. But anyways, so since they work in the detective career, they're probably going to convince Romeo to, like, ask Ember for hand in marriage and start working in the detective career and get money and start making a family while Ember does her business. But I want them to start out in a place before they expand and, you know, make money, and eventually we'll move them into a bigger house and, you know, have room for a family and whatnot. But for now, in my mind, Snow and David surprising Ember and Romeo Nolan by renovating the trailers. So we are going to kind of change out the layout of the trailers, make them connect, make them go from like orange and peachy to like pretty much all orange with a couple of different other colors. Obviously, Romeo's color is blue and Dylan is sporting yellow. She also sports a lot of pink and orange though. So that will tie nicely into Ember's peach theme, which peach is going to be the main theme. And when I say peach, I mean like pinky orange, like kind of a pastel pinky orange. That's the vibe we're going with, which one of the trailers is already that color, but the other one is very orange and black because that was Blaze's. And we're probably going to switch which trailer is bigger, and we're going to kind of like expand them and shrink them a little bit. But before I jump into the actual build, and actually I'm probably going to show you what it looks like now, and then I'm going to like strip it and we're going to start from scratch. Like, we're going to keep the shell, but we're going to strip the furniture. But before we go into build mode and show off all that, let me do a proper introduction and show off all the outfits of the Sims that are going to live there. Not all these Sims, just Ember, Romeo, and Dylan. So the house that we are building today is mainly going to be modeled for and themed after this sim here, which is Ember, who, like I said, is Blaze's stepsister, and she kind of has like a peach theme going on with the pink and oranges and peach tones and whatnot. She does love a good gold accessory too, but she is super into gemology. That's kind of how she's going to make her living, like I said earlier. But she wants to find her soulmate, which she's totally going to find in Romeo. She is creative, she is a cat lover, and she is very generous. And that is the main things you need to know about her. But I did kind of, like I said, want to show off her outfits because she has a lot of fun outfits. And she's honestly kind of very stylish, but kind of in like a funky 70s almost vibe. But anyway, so this is her up close, super cute sim. Honestly, I did not set up her being born at all, but she turned out to be super cute and one of my favorite sims in the series. But this is her everyday. This is her other everyday. She has 5 everyday wears. So this is her everydays. We have her formal wear, which honestly she looks very proper for her formal wear, and I love it. Her 2 athletic wears, which are super cute and super peachy. We have her sleep wears, which honestly are all super cute. And then there's just like the freezer bunny onesie, which is cute, just in a different way. But all the siblings and stuff in this family have onesies and whatnot. And then for her party wear, we have 3 outfits. And honestly, these 3 outfits are probably my favorite outfits that she wears. And then her swimwear, we have a couple of different looks depending on what the situation is. We have her hot weather wear, which is the same as a couple of her everyday, plus these shorts, because these shorts are honestly like the peachiest pink color there is in the game. And then we have a couple of peachy looks for her cold weather wear, which I'm obsessed with. This sweater is so cute on her. And then of course we have her boyfriend Nolan, or I call him Nolan. He's technically Romeo Nolan, and no, I did not set up his name to be Romeo. He just was kind of born, and we met him in high school, and I thought for Snow White and Prince Charming's kid, Romeo is very fitting. Very fitting. But he has a kind of whole blue theme with accents of white, some accents of black as well. But this is kind of his everyday wear. I don't know why they have pointy ears all of a sudden. Like, that's so weird. Then we have his formal look, the blue suit. We have his athletic wear. He puts his hair back in a ponytail. We have his sleepwear, very casual. We have his party wear, which is probably my favorite look of his. It's a little bit different, but I'm kind of obsessed. We have his swimwear. We have his hot weather, which these jeans are so cute on him. And then the cold weather. And he wants to be a bodybuilder. He is an insider, a bookworm, and he's a little bit socially awkward, which in my mind, he's a prince. So in my mind, a socially awkward prince is just adorable. I don't know. I'm obsessed. And then, of course, they have their cat, Peaches. I'm thinking about getting her a sister before next episode, but we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, like I said, they are moving in their best friend from high school, Dylan, who off camera aged up into a young adult about the same time that Ember and Nolan did. And she is a lesbian. She is obsessed with yellow, but she is also a lesbian that grew up on the beach with a horse. She's very interesting. But I kind of made, since she, in my mind, is like a complete, like, kind of shy, proper lesbian, I kind of made her colors not only yellow, because that's already what she was obsessed with, but also pink, orange, and white, which fits the peachy theme. So, you know, it all ties together. But her personality-wise, she wants to be a musical genius. She is proper, she is good, and she is romantically reserved. She's the fun one. She's the fun one. But this is her. And then for her outfits, we have her everyday that she's been rocking as long as we've known her. We have this outfit that I gave her, which I think is super cute for like colder days. I figured that even though we're going to be living in Strangerville, it's probably colder than the beach. I don't know. So I gave her a little sweater just in case. We have this little outfit bringing in some of the pinks. We have this outfit, which is just straight up the lesbian pride flag colors with some yellow pants and the the lesbian pride shoes. Like I said, I was originally going to build this in Pride Month, and she is why I was kind of planning on having her area kind of be lesbian pride themed colored. So that's why I was going to build it in Pride Month, but then that whole thing on my computer happened. So that didn't happen. But we have her formal wear, kind of sporting those lesbian pride flag colors, as well as a gold outfit, because I just thought gold fit her personality. And then we have her athletic wear, very much the pride themed colors. We have a peachy sleepwear because, she's Ember's best friend. She needs a peachy wear. We have her party wear, which I think is super cute. It's mainly yellow, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. We have her swimwear. Was supposed to be for Pride Month, so I was trying to include the rainbow swimsuit somewhere, so I included it here. We have her hot weather wear, which is that classic yellow dress she's been wearing since high school, and then her cold weather wear is kind of all the colors put together. So that is the Sims that we are building this house for. Like I said, the story behind this is that Snow and David, instead of giving them money to live off of, is renovating their house and kind of like making it 2 different trailers into one trailer, but shaped kind of weird because it's going to basically just be like connected by a room and expand it. I don't know. I kind of explain it more when I show you the build, but that is who we are building this house for. So if you've been watching the Orange Generation of my Rainbow Legacy Challenge, especially in the last couple episodes, this build probably looks quite familiar to you, but probably a little bit more bare than you're used to seeing. And that's because between episodes, I've actually already built where Blaze and his family is going to be living and moved all of Blaze's stuff into there. So basically everything Blaze left behind is left here, and we're probably going to end up deleting it all, but I kind of wanted to show you the space that we're working with and what we're kind of going towards goal-wise before we just start deleting everything. So basically, this was Blaze's side, and this is where Blaze and his son Sunny lived. It has a small kitchen and a living space and a bathroom, and then over here, this has been Ember's size. Now, obviously, this is way bigger than this, and this needs to be bigger than this. So we're going to shrink this, make this side bigger, but then kind of connect them in the middle. So this middle back porch is going to kind of go away, but the whole place is going to kind of go from being orange and peach to more like this style of this peachy girlier tone. And then also we have to like kind of renovate obviously where she's going to sell her jewelry and her gemology working area and whatnot. So that's kind of the plan. But if you haven't seen the house before, this is it. I built it a while ago. I don't have that much experience building trailers in The Sims, but this was my attempt at an orange trailer. But basically on Blaze's side, you walked in to this small little hallway. From here, you could kind of go into the bathroom. As soon as she came in, it was just like a black and orange bathroom because he is like the Halloween baby basically. And this is what's left of his room. Yeah, not much left in here. And then if you came out here, this is his son Sunny's room. He's aged up into a kid now, so we basically left all his toddler stuff behind. If you came in here, was the living room and the kitchen area. This is going to completely be redone. And then over here, we have this like middle porch area that had the back door and some cat toys and whatnot. This is the front area. A lot of this will probably stay similar, but I'm going to change it up from the black a little bit. But then if you come here, we have her front porch and her sales table area. This is her front door. You walk in, and this is going to be kind of the vibe we're going for the house. So this was her kitchen. This was her little bathroom area. Very skinny bathroom. I want her to have a bigger bathroom. This is her living area. We have access to the back door, but then also her bedroom, which has been upgraded recently since she is a young adult now. but I want to make it bigger now that Romeo's in here. So this whole area is going to be bigger. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking, since we're going to make it a shared space, I'm pretty much going to make this back door into this area. So we're going to have to rearrange the layout, but I'm thinking maybe that this could be like the living room area, and then the other trailer could have like the kitchen and dining area, so both rooms could be bigger and they could just be shared space, because basically they're going to be two different households renting two different spaces here, but then there's going to be shared spaces in between. So that's kind of what we're working with now, what we have to remodel now. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go off camera, delete everything that we aren't going to use. Everything we are going to use, I'm going to move into our household inventory and basically give us a blank canvas to start remodeling the house layout with. Alright, so I went ahead and gave us some more decent lighting to build in, as well as some more what I felt like reasonable budget to build with. So I figured, his parents are royalty, they're rich, they would come in with more money than we would probably need to do this project with. But I also felt like if I went over $200,000 with the fact that I saved over like half the objects, something is more wrong with me than it is the situation. I don't think that their home would be over $200,000 in worth, but that is the limit that I gave myself just in case, because I know myself and I normally go way above and beyond, but I'm trying to work on that with myself. So I gave myself $200,000, but I don't think we're going to use that much. And I went through and pretty much everything but like the yard space, I have gone through and either delete it or went and put in our inventory because I thought we could possibly use it later. But basically what I want to do is I want to take this building and scoot it back and shift it to the right. So this building is going to shrink to the right and this building is going to expand to the right. Alright, so I guess the best thing to do would be get this front porch out of the way. I can redo the front porch, but I'm probably going to change the color of it anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete it for now. And then let's go ahead and delete this wall because I want to just go ahead and shrink this building. We can go ahead and shrink it 2 tiles. I still need it to be a decent size, but it has to be smaller than this one. And this one, I want to expand by a good bit. Like, let's go ahead and just, like, expand it all the way to there. Like, we could even expand it one more, or is that too much? Is that too much? I feel like that's almost too big. It's supposed to be a trailer, not a house. So, ooh, okay. So maybe we do a little bump out there. And that way it still kind of looks like 2 buildings right here. I kind of like that. Because then we can go ahead and expand this out to like, maybe we do this to here and then bring this to here. And that be how the house connects. We could even make the bedroom 1 tile bigger and have, oh, the doors are all compiled on top of each other. Okay, that door I don't think we're going to use. This door, I don't know if we're going to use. We may just find a new door. But if that's the little entryway between the 2 houses, that's not a horrible little entryway there. I can move this window here. I did also say I wanted to move this back, so maybe I move this here and move this back 1 tile. That is shrinking it a bit, but I did say I want there to be more yard space, so we can shrink that back and at least give us 1 more tile in the yard. I swear I'll put the stairs back. Okay, and I also accidentally deleted that. Whoops. Okay, well, we're gonna have to put a bunch of stuff back. I feel like that it's odd. Maybe once the front porch gets put in, it'll be a little bit better. Now, the question is, do we want 2 separate porches? Or do we want a wrap-around porch? Because we could do a wrap-around porch. Like, if we moved this stuff here, I'm going to redo all this, so don't worry about it. But we move the fence down here, and then we could just straight up go like this, delete this wall. I don't know if that's going to take away our window. Let's put the window over here for now, because right now I just want to shift this over. Oh, that's going to make me do it a big one. I don't want to do it big. Okay, hold on. Maybe let's make this part one tile. And then we can, I guess we're going to have to add our own little piece here. Oh, that took the landscaping with it. Okay. But we can, if we do this like to here, we can kind of have the two porches connect. I kind of like that with the way we're building this, because I kind of wished the porches had connected in the old build, because at first I loved the idea of them using the pathway, and then it just got real annoying because I had put a porch between them and put a door, but they never used the door. So I just rather make it one big porch, just because that was such a pain. Such a pain. Okay, well, I meant to take these down. These are an accent that I put up on both sides of the wall, and I put it on one side, but I guess I didn't take it off the other side. I do want to keep these windows. The question is, do I make them symmetrical on both sides, or do I do just the one? I'm thinking we might have to do just the one. One for spacing on the wall, and two just for the spacing of the front porch, because I don't want them to block coming out right here. This window. Okay, this window needs to go back over here. That definitely gives us more room in the bedroom, but I think I'm going to take it away, and I think we're going to put inside little radiator air conditioner thing in the bathroom. Why did that delete that? I genuinely don't know. I guess I'll just custom put my own wall. Okay, well, we could do the bathroom like this. Is that too weird? Should I just embrace and do that? I know we've been doing funky shapes in the bathroom, but should we continue doing funky shapes in the bathroom? We could do it like this, and that's a little less awkward. I feel like it's a little bit more realistic. We could put this as a toilet triangle. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that definitely leaves more room in the bedroom, which is what I really wanted. And with this just being the living space, I feel like that's fine. And then over here, we can shrink this room and make this like a bathroom situation. This be her bedroom. Maybe we move her front door down here. So, this can be the entryway to we even may actually change the door. Honestly, should we just change? Because I'm thinking about just having it all be the same color anyways. If I make the whole house the same color, it would be kind of silly to not have the same door. You know what I mean? I think I want different windows for the front windows. I don't mind them being the side and the back, but I don't like them in the front. I'm kind of not sure where to, one, put the stairs, and two, put the front door over here. Okay, so let me move these rocks. We are going to recolor all this, so don't worry about it. But maybe, I guess her stairs could go here. I still want the gemology table in this little nook over here. So let's go ahead and make these stairs come over here. That way they at least have two different staircases. We could also put the mailbox up on her front porch just to give us more yard space. And while I'm thinking about mailboxes, let me change this to a white color. So this could be her gemology working area. And honestly, why won't it let me just like click the wall? This is really annoying me. I would like to just expand this wall. Well, I guess it's just gonna manually make me draw the wall back. That's a little annoying. But we could put it like this. Could also expand it out to like this. I would feel like the door would almost have to be slid over even one more. So let's go ahead and repaint the wall here. So we can put two gemology tables there. That kind of makes like this front looks kind of awkward. Like, I don't mind there not being a lot of windows out this front. I feel like once we put this roof, speaking of roof piece. So we have these roofs, which are like platforms, I think. So this one can be adjusted to this. If we don't like this, can we put another platform piece in between? I mean, we could do that. Another option would to do a glass roof piece. I mean, we are trying to do like a cool modern renovation. Let's see. Do we do the fancy? Do we do the honeycomb? What do we do? Do we do it just a glass piece? I kind of like the rectangle pieces because it kind of goes with like the lines of the roof. That does leave a little bit of a overhang here, which almost makes me want to put this window under the glass piece. Isn't that kind of like a cool transition there? And then maybe that's what we do on the... Oh, let's slide this way. No reason to have extra roofing where it doesn't need to be. But we could put this here. That kind of adds more of those pieces in. I kind of like that. We can move one of these windows here to make this front door more fancy. Also, the flowers need to be on the outside. There we go. We could try to incorporate some smaller windows that are orange. That would be cool, but it's almost too much. I kind of like that for over here though, because this matches the colors in all the other places, and it sticks out like the little air conditioner vent. I kind of like the way it looks right here. There is this, and ooh, it kind of comes out like the pinky peach. I don't hate that. Because we could put that there. The whole reason I did the roof is because I was wanting to do more of these pieces. So if we do maybe a couple of these. Do we want over the door? I think if I remember correctly, I specifically had to raise it above the door because it was glitching with the door when it let them inside. So I'm trying to raise this up high enough to where it'll work, but it's also wanting to glitch very hardcore. Okay, there we go. Perfect. It almost makes me want to put a column, but if you guys remember, we had quite the bit of trouble with columns last time. Maybe I'll try though. I think that on the outside actually looks quite nice. I'm not mad about that. I wouldn't even mind maybe putting a window here. I think we may leave these windows just as a nod to the old house, but maybe just leave all of this like this. And then basically I just kind of want to recolor everything and reorganize everything out here. And that's the pathing we use. I guess we could just take the pathing and make a whole little area for the gemology sale table. Kind of give it some kind of oomph. And then this path can go around. There we go. I also did want to make this look a little bit better because that was bothering me the whole time last time. So we could do it like that maybe. Maybe put some dirt under here so it looks a little less awkward. I also would like to clean it up right along this edge. So I want there to be room for the fire pit to have its own matching terrain to the other part where the path isn't. Because I kind of like this being its own thing. So let's go ahead and maybe move this here. We can move this rock here. Move this rock here. I do want to do a couple of rocks on this side, but not like too terribly many. And honestly, we did have a grave here. So we're not going to have the actual grave of our deceased cat here. We are going to put that in a graveyard that I'm going to build for you guys. I do want there to be a recognition to where she used to be and where she died. So this is her little grave site, quote unquote, even though we are going to technically have a burial for her in the next episode. And let's also recolor these to pink. We can change all the rocks to white to kind of match the aesthetic of everything. And then let's see, does this have an orange? The pink is kind of a fun color. Okay, this is coming along. Will say I forgot to put these back. I did like these as a staple piece, so maybe We could put these like here. Do we want them over here between these windows? Yeah, I kind of like them between those windows. Oh, that looks good. Wait, I like that. I actually like that. Okay, let me go ahead and put up the, before I do anything, let me put up the safety alarms. Oh no, okay. Maybe we can put under the window. And then we have to put a door going here. So I guess we'll do another one of these. I think I'm going to, oh, I didn't even move that painting. Whoops. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave the entryway to the bathroom here and just kind of have this be a decorative wall. Alright, let's go ahead and recolor this wall. We'll recolor these walls. It is a rainbow legacy. We could do the rainbow doors in here. We'll see. We'll see if we put those doors. Let's do the gemology area, like I said, before I get 100% distracted again. We do have one gemology table. And really one gemology table is all she technically needs. But I like the idea of her having two gemology tables. If she's making a whole business out of gemology, I just feel like it makes sense. So we could put that there. And let's turn on the pink and orange filter and let's just see what it gives us for tall, skinny plants that kind of fit this vibe. That's the right vibe. I don't know if that's the right size. It is the right color. But we could put that like there maybe. And we'll leave that over there. But I want something tall and skinny. I mean, we do love a bird of paradise here. I mean, the orange flowers kind of fit the vibe too. And let's put her welcome mat back. She had this little welcome mat. We have to get her sales table out. Well, I thought I kept the umbrellas in the sales table, but they just straight up disappeared. Like, I'm pretty sure they are completely missing. Okay, well, I don't know if anything else is missing. I don't see anything else missing. Who knows? Who knows? But I can always get another one. It's fine. This is fine. So we can find a little sales table. Is it in the small business category? Okay, here it is under activities and skills. And we want it to do the ring one. There's only one color for it. I mean, that does kind of have gold accents, which she does like gold, but still. It's just a little sad that it's not there. And then I had the umbrellas from Businesses and Hobbies and put these out because I had these for the customers, quote unquote. Even though it really affects nothing. I just think it looks nice. I just think it looks nice. Maybe we could have some like lights. Hold on, I kind of like the idea. Doesn't this pack? Yeah, it comes with string lights. Yeah. It matches the lights on the table. I don't know whether to put these here or put actual lights. I feel like we almost need actual lights here. But this one does come in a pink tone. And we can put this one here and here. It doesn't provide as much light as I would necessarily like, but it does provide light out here at least. Okay, so the lighting outside is done. The decorations outside is done. The building is done outside. I feel like this needs to go on this side now. I kind of like it. We do need a placemat over here, though. I don't think we kept... I was gonna put a actual mat, so maybe we can find like, doesn't this come in like, yeah, this kind of comes in like a peachy tone. I don't like that for the outside though. What else we got? I mean, this gives rainbow vibes, but in like the lesbian flag way. And this is gonna be the lesbian's house, so I kind of love it. I kind of want to go with it. I kind of had this idea in my head. Okay, this may seem so stupid, but I feel like her mom, or not her mom, but his mom, would be really pushy on them having kids because it's Snow White. So what if we put a wall here? And this is the little doorway from one house to the other. So we can just straight up put another door here and that makes sense. We could also do archways here, which would make sense. Let's put the little alarm thing over here. Maybe we do archways instead, because the doors are feeling a bit cluttered. Alright, let's do an archway. We can just do one of the simple square archways. Well, let's just do these. So we can do these. And then I feel like she would like hint at them having a baby and just like put a little bassinet here. Just like, oh, you know, just in case, no pressure. It doesn't hurt. You know, I feel like that would be the case. So let's get a little pink bassinet. But this one kind of fits the vibes perfectly. So we'll put just a little bassinet there. And then really, I think the next move is to go ahead and get perhaps the wall colors on the inside done. So I was going to start on the housemate side of the house first when it came to wallpaper, because I thought I was pretty settled on the wallpaper in this room. But honestly, I think I just saw something in the wallpapers that made me change my mind. But first, I don't want to lose this wallpaper altogether because I think this screams Ember. So I'm going to put this in our bathroom because honestly, it kind of looks nice as a bathroom wallpaper. I'm not going to lie. Also, I'm going to fix the flooring everywhere because this is really bothering me. So I'm just going to, there we go. Okay, so everything's fixed flooring-wise over here. But if we go back to wallpaper, the default swatch in this business and hobbies is the perfect swatch because the blue is the perfect color for Romeo and the peach goes perfectly with this peach carpet. And I think it's too perfect. Over here in the middle room, since we did a pink bassinet, should we do a blue accent room? Like, nothing else is blue. And I'm trying to bring in a little bit more blue for Romeo. So we could do, like, a solid dark blue color. Let's see, like this, maybe? Yeah, maybe just, like, a little... We could, like, make this a storage room. Maybe the bassinet is in the storage room, but the storage room could be turned into a little baby nursery. Who knows? Dylan's area... I think her bathroom and her bedroom should be mainly yellow with pops of pink and orange and white. The main area be very much like lesbian pride themed flag colors. So let's start with the yellow first because I'm kind of excited about yellow. Like, I feel like she would almost be kind of muted. I could see her having something like this. We could do the classic tile and that matches. Honestly, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get that matching tile while I'm thinking about it. So we have this here. Ooh, what about this for like the kitchen tile? We're trying to make this a whole kitchen dining space. I know we said we were going to mainly go with the lesbian pride flag colors though. Does this come in maybe a better swatch for that? There's this. This is peachy and it has the right pink. I don't know, we may stick with that. Let's maybe while I'm here go ahead and put this shaggy yellow carpet that matches that. Maybe we could do it in the... Ooh, they have like a peach and blue color, which could be fun for the little closet room with the bassinet. Alright, let's put the pride flag up. I think... Wait, is it under pride, I'm assuming? Yeah. So, I don't want it to cover the AC vent, but I want it to cover the window, kinda. And it to be used like a curtain. I think that's a really smart idea. We can put the dining table under here. I mean, honestly, it doesn't bring in more orange. It does have an orange tone to it, but it fits the color of the flag and the wall so perfectly. I feel like we could almost just add more orange and yellow in. Ooh, I kind of like the fitness one. This is more the orange I was going for, though. And this is also more the vibe I'm going for. So maybe we'll go with this. Well, what bar stool fits the vibe, I guess? I want there to be a back to it. So we could use this. This is a tried and true. This is also a tried and true. I'm thinking either just like the classic base game ones or the high school years. And honestly, I'm feeling the high school years. And do some funky like lanterns or like chandeliers. We could also just size them down. So I could get this and size it down. What if we did like one slightly bigger than the other two and have like a little chandelier moment here? So maybe like we could do these little flowers. I do like these little flowers. I feel like there would be a fruit bowl. Maybe this one. It comes in this swatch, which I don't hate. So we can have it like this. Now the part I have been avoiding, the counters. Because I would like to have orange counters. There's just not very many good orange counter options for the style we're going with. I guess it just match like the middle pink kinda, but it may be our only option. It may be our only option. Okay, well, let's put counters here, and then I want it to have counters here, definitely under the window. Maybe we could have a double sink moment. So we take this out. I did save the fridge and the stove. I knew I wouldn't want the counters, but I knew I'd want these. So let's go ahead and bring these back in, and we can put a little fire alarm back up. We can put our little coffee poster back up because that's been our kitchen forever while I'm in the mood to deal with it. I don't know why I moved in the first place. I guess I didn't think I would be putting it back, but I want to put the salt lamp back in the windowsill. But let's see. What do we want to do sink-wise? I feel like it should go in the middle then. And then we do like a dish thing next to it. We'll use base game. We'll use base game. Let's get some paper towels in here. Oh my god. The clutter is not completely fixed, but it is somewhat better. I am very much appreciating it. And honestly, I feel like everyone in this series has always had a cake table, and we need a cake table. So first, let's get a little cake stand on the counter, but this kind of fits the vibe. So we could go with like this, but let's go back to the clutter and clutter up some more. Maybe this one can have a bread box on it, as well as one of these here for cooking utensils. If I have to choose for it to clip, I think I'm just going to clip into the cake stand. Well, okay. Well, actually, above here, I want to bring back the little cubicles, because we had these in the kitchen in the other house before, and I really enjoyed them. Oh, I didn't have enough. We can have these here on this wall, and then we'll have like actual counters above. Maybe we do white. Don't they have a hood range that comes in pink, possibly? There's gold. I mean, we are trying to add yellow in here. It just touches. So maybe we have a gold range hood. Oh, this is a weird build, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I know this is a weird build. Clock on the wall. So maybe we just use this one sized up like I was originally going to. Okay, first of all, I was gonna make this little baby area a closet. So we gotta have the broom. Oh, those are shower tools. I thought they were baby toys. I was like, oh, we gotta pretend there's baby toys. No, it's shower tools. Alright, but, ooh, this is also really nice. And it comes in white. Alright, let's put this over here for later. But I want it to specifically have these here, because these are like the perfect color for this. I kind of like that. That's fun. I do think I feel like I should have the bedroom door either at the very end of the hallway or on this end. I think it looks better like right on the edge like this. So it comes right out into the hallway, but then that leaves room for an entrance area and more room here in the bedroom. Okay, I like that. We could size the rainbow rug up. I'm feeling like the rainbow door doesn't have much to match it. So maybe a rainbow rug would be nice. And then we could put one of the trash cans in this corner, because I know for sure I saved one of those. Let's see, anything else that needs to go in like the kitchen? We could put like this water bottle on the counter. Oh yeah, we have stuff that goes up here in these counters. All right, let's put this cat up here. Let's see, what else was up here? I think this cat freezer bunny was up here. Maybe I kind of want the phone by the front door, because this is where we had it before. We might come back and put more decorations there later. For now, I'm kind of thinking these curtains would look really good on the outside walls here, so we can go with that there, and that kind of ties those in together. Or maybe we bring, well, I could just do a third one, but I want to put one here too. I guess we're just going to go from left to right and just make our way over. So let's go ahead and do this bathroom. Maybe this bathroom has a tub and shower combo, and this bathroom just has a shower. There's this white shower, but we have like this like straight up gold shower. That's a little too fancy though. I don't like the marble on that. That's a little better. That fits this wallpaper a little better. It's just the gold isn't as pretty. And then maybe we'll try to tie in a gold that matches this one. Maybe like this. So we can do this there. Put a toilet. Oh, I don't think we can afford that. Okay, I'm not going to spend that much money on a toilet. I am very tempted. But I will do a funky toilet, and we'll do like one of the Asian inspired toilets. And go like into the window or something. We can put like a little curtain on the window. I mean, this one doesn't 100% fit the vibes, but shrunken down, it does fit. We need a mirror that's going to fit this vibe. I kind of like this one. The gold matches perfectly, and it's nice and big. If we're going to have a weird toilet, we can at least have some normal toilet paper. Like, I feel like that's fair, but we'll put it like low to the ground. Oh god. Okay. Maybe she can have like a toothbrush. I did think she would have a robe. And I want to do a towel. Alright, well the shower already has stuff inside of it. I wouldn't hate having shelving in here. I just don't know exactly what to put on the shelving. I also don't want to clip with the mirror. Alright, maybe we don't do the shelving. What we could do, though, however, is have a little makeup box stored under the sink. So we could, like, pretend she stores her makeup down there. I think that's a cute idea. What if she has, like, a full-length mirror where she can sit on the floor and, like, do her makeup and whatnot? I don't know. I like the idea of that. If we scoot over here, I don't think it gets in the way of the toilet. Does it clip with the robe? Nope. Yep, I like that. Ooh, we could do like a little rainbow. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. I was not expecting the largeness of that. Oh, but this little... Does this size down? Oh, it kind of sizes down. Maybe we have that. Instead of a bath mat, let's pretend she puts a towel down on the ground. Doesn't that seem so realistic? Like, that's what I do. Like, I'm gonna be real. So, I actually like that. And it fits the color of the house perfectly. I think with that, we're gonna call the bathroom done. Scary part is the bedroom. Because I have no idea what I want to do for the bed. This is kind of the right vibes. Maybe we do a little curtain here. Okay, why do I see her using an obsessively big curtain on an area that doesn't need a specifically huge big curtain? Does that not scream the right vibe? I think that screams the right vibe, honestly. I kind of want to get a keyboard for her because I feel like she would play the keyboard. Of course we don't have a yellow one. We do have one that kind of has a rainbow stripe on it. I mean, the bed has gray on it, so we could do like a gray vibe. I guess we can just pull whatever we want for the decoration and whatnot. I kind of see her having like a full length dresser. Put another full length mirror. Maybe we have like the same one. We have the same one. Alright, I kind of like that. Do we give her our own computer? I'm gonna have a computer in the living space, but I feel like that's more of Nolan and Ember's computer. Maybe she has her own little desk set up at the end of this area. And then maybe we'll just give her like a laptop. This one comes in yellow. Okay, well maybe I do give her a speaker in here then. Because if she's going to have a laptop, they like to listen to music while they're on their little laptop. So maybe we can do a little gold speaker. The business and hobbies like to come with a lamp. And this lamp kind of fits. I don't know. I'm debating whether we should have like a wall plant or a painting. I feel like she's more of a painting galley, right? Ooh, these are so cute. It doesn't really fit the vibe. I mean, this could fit the vibe. I don't think there's... Well, we could put it right here. Like, we could shrink it down. But is there another kitchen one that kind of fits? We have this bacon one that's kind of cute. And we could line those up on the wall. Okay, actually, that's adorable. That's adorable. I'm kind of glad I ran into that. Okay, but anyways... She kind of has, like, fancy vibes. So maybe, like, these posters could fit really well above her bed. She doesn't really have room for a table, though. I mean, I guess there's a table there. So I kind of like the idea. I was using these shelves for the main person's room. Maybe I can just use one of them and copy them over. And then kind of line them up. Yeah, something like that. Honestly, that's kind of cute. And maybe she can have some of these, or maybe not that light, maybe a white color that she's hanging clothes like above the piano. I don't know, I feel like that just works. So maybe we could hang some of these. Those are kind of her colors minus the blue, but we can pretend. Maybe she has like some shoe clutter. So we can put some shoe clutter. Shoes would she have? I feel like she would have these. I feel like that would be cute. Maybe like these in the gold. That kind of works. So that's her little get ready area. Do we need a rug in here, or would that just make it too busy? I honestly think it doesn't even need a rug. Maybe the desk area needs like a little rug. So let's go for a little white rug. Just a little white fuzzy rug under the chair, maybe. I think that's good for her bedroom. Let's do the little entranceway. Honestly, I don't hate how this right here looks. I think this actually looks really nice. I wouldn't hate a wall mirror. I guess there's this one. So we can do that one there. And then do like a proper entranceway table. Because Ember has never known anything else. Never. Okay, hold on. I feel like we have the rainbow door. Maybe since she has the Pride lesbian flag. Maybe we do like the all-inclusive rainbow Pride flag. And like shrink it down in the entryway decoration, but it's still there. Honestly, I think this kind of works. I do want some Pride stuff around here. We could put it on this wall with a speaker. It kind of clips. Well, not really clips. More like floats off the wall. But if we put the speaker above it, it doesn't look too weird. Yeah, because this comes in a yellow swatch. I feel like this family would have this. So maybe we could have like 2 of these kind of just sitting up here. Maybe we have an electronical one, and then we can have like an actual cookbook. Old-fashioned and electronical. Okay, I like that. So let's go ahead and go to surfaces and look at accent tables and see what they have as far as accent tables. I mean, this kind of, it blends in with the wall, but it does work. Like this, I feel like works above it. Ooh, what if we did like a hanging type plant? You know, we're trying to go with the rainbow vibes and place a couple of them. That's going to clip so bad. I really don't care though, because I kind of like how cute it is. But we could like find this one here and here, and maybe even in the center. And it kind of gives like rainbow vibes, but in plants. These flowers kind of honestly work. So we could do these flowers. I like to always kind of have like some kind of notebook up front. Is this the only notebook we have? I mean, it is the right color. Foam by the front door, but maybe we put that by Ember's front door. I think that's more the vibe in Ember's area. Like, this is more like a shared area, but it's also technically Dylan's entryway. So I do want some of Dylan's vibes in here. Okay, this isn't what I was looking for, but we could totally put like an orange phone by the door without saying like polka dots. That would be super cute. We also have this gold cow plant, but what I was looking for was basically a little pen and notepad. Here it is. We have this little pad pencil. I think that's better than the little notebook. Okay, we have that there. And then honestly, it's kind of a tradition that there's cat statues. I know Ember has a cat statue, but I think she needs her own cat statue. For Dylan, we'll put a gold cat statue, and I think that's good. Maybe we could do a little rug here. So we could do this here as like a small version of the rug. I feel like we should have like a little chair here or something. So let's go to comfort. Let's go to dining chairs. Maybe this little poof. We could have like one regular one, and then we could like shrink one down and pretend it's like a smaller one for like a cat or something. Because there's going to be cats living in this house. So I do see the cats using this poof. Speaking of the cats, we should probably put their food bowl. So let's go ahead and put this here with their bowl of food. There we go. Maybe we can... I feel like we should like scoot it against the fridge like this, so it's out of the way of the walkway. And then maybe we can have a little scratching post for the little kitties. So we can put one of these down. This has all the right colors, so we can put that there. Let's see what we can put as far as cleaning clutter. And maybe we can have like a bookshelf or something that has like storage on it. It has like some extra hanging towels and whatnot. Oh, what if we had like a storage fan that goes between the two houses? I don't hate that. Why don't I hate that? Especially if it's in white. I mean, we already have these AC vent things, so it only kind of makes sense, honestly. Like, we could have one on each side, so each side has like a vent. Oh my god, can you flip? What if I flip it this? Yeah, there we go. That's how I do it. Okay, so we have a vent on each side here. I think that honestly kind of works. Maybe we should scooch it ever so slightly. There we go. We do need the litter box. This is why I'm thinking of cat stuff. So we have this litter box. I'm debating whether we should have the litter box outside. I don't really know a nice place to have it outside. That's where it was before, though. I don't know. I don't hate the idea of that. We could make them go outside. It's automatic clean us. Oh, this foundation does not match. Let's match that foundation. Did that mess up anything on the inside there? Nope. Cat box. Where did I do with the cat box? And put the litter box next to the desk. We're already using a one tile desk anyways. So it honestly kind of works. I mean, I guess it would actually make more sense to, I saw this, put this here in the corner, like as a cat area. Did we not have a bigger cat tree? Or we could put that one in the bedroom and put, what if we tried fitting this one? And then we could get one of the fancy catching scratch post. And we can change this to white. How do we want to lay the living room out? The TV to be on this wall. That does kind of make it right where the entryway is. But maybe that's not the worst. It kind of fits perfectly with this slighted wall here. I actually didn't even plan that. I straight up didn't plan that, but I can move this to like line up with this little table, like this little front entrance table, and then put the rug in the center, and then we can put like a wall TV. I think I deleted the TV I had before because I knew I wasn't going to want it, but we could put like a kind of somewhat nice TV. Not huge, but we could do like this TV maybe. It comes in white. So we could do this, line this up with the rug. One of the little plants here in the corner. I can't put this plant here in this corner just because it's kind of an awkward corner. We could do a mirror next to the bedroom door. Is that weird? I feel like that's slightly weird, but if we move this over, let's see, was there a mirror? I feel like there's a mirror. We are using this mirror. I feel like we can make that work. I feel like if we really scooch it, we can make it work. And we could hang up the bags that she had hanging by the other door above that mirror. That makes sense. That makes sense. We could still do the romance wall here. So she has a little like freezer bunny themed wall. Typically she has these hearts somewhere around here. Maybe they can go up here in this build. Here we go. Ooh, what if we brought in these? So we could put these above the TV. Kind of like that. Like that. Now we're going to have to shrink these even more. Oh my god, are they even worth putting up at this point? Like, I feel like I'm going to have two. Just because they're so tiny. Okay, well, it does keep the little heart theme going here, I guess. But that way, she can put like her little gaming console up here. And, oh, we should probably put the actual chair over here. Yeah, that's kind of important. I think she had like jewelry up front in her other house. I did want her to have this yoga mat somewhere in here. Maybe the yoga mat can go in this weird corner and can be like stored behind the couch. Oh yeah, okay, well, we upgraded the cat tree so we can use that one in the bedroom. This was the vibe in the old house, but I don't know if it's still the vibe in this house. But we can put her little camera up here. Didn't she have... Yeah, she has a little remote here we could use. Oh, okay, maybe the camera goes in the bedroom and the like little games could go there. She has a little cell phone she could put by the front door. Okay. She normally has a cat by her front door. Maybe we put that in her bedroom. We can put that in her bedroom. Ooh, what if she has like a little extra pillow sitting above the little gap? Okay, that's floating. Let's move that down one. Okay, so we could have that kind of sitting here as if like there's an extra pillow there for someone on the couch if they're like spending the night or something. That's kind of cute. I did say I wanted this to go on her desk though, so we can put this here. We can put this little... is this lamp gonna fit? I don't know if this lamp's gonna fit, but that little thing can go there. This, I believe, was her computer. I thought she had a cuter computer. Maybe, yeah, I changed that when she got older. Okay, but she had that little computer there. She does have that. She had that in her actual bedroom, so maybe I'll leave that for her actual bedroom. I don't hate the idea of something here on this wall shelving wise though. So maybe we use these shelves here and put like a custom shelving placement. I kind of like that. And then we can put like, ooh, okay, well, if we do, I don't know if I love the shelves being divided up like that. I like the idea of the lamp there. Maybe we move it down like this. Yeah, that actually works better. That works better. So we could do it like this. And is there anything? Maybe we can put like her water bottle up here. That's kind of cute. Maybe her purse. No, I feel like her purse should go in her room. Maybe the speaker can go up here on this shelf. Maybe, ooh, if we're going to use the teddy bear, we're going to have to size it down. But she's had this teddy bear since she was a kid, so I kind of like the idea of it being up here and being used. So maybe, should we put the speaker on the top? Maybe the speaker goes on the top with this little My Sim doll. She has that. We also have this little toy from her childhood. I kind of like that being on display. And honestly, I'm debating if we should put blue in here, because I feel like the blue is mainly going to come in the bedroom, and this little area is blue. So maybe that's enough blue, because I feel like she wouldn't want to incorporate too much blue, honestly. Like, I hate to make her sound bad, but let's just be honest. Also, we can put the soccer ball outside. I did want there to be some sports stuff for Nolan. Let's see. Should we put like maybe we put some kind of punch-in bag or something over here. So we could go here. He likes blue. I just don't know if there's blue that will, I don't know. Maybe we put the punching bag like over in the back. Just a random punching bag. I mean, I honestly don't hate that. I don't hate that. I should hate that. We could also put like a little basketball court. Wait, this one comes in kind of rainbow colors though. Hold on. Does it work with the roof? Oh, it kind of works with the roof. Should we, maybe we should put it in pink. We could be like, if you are going to do a basketball court, it has to be in pink or it's not going to work. We also have gray. That's not really white. I was hoping it was white. Should we do the pink? And is it too high up? Like, can it be placed any lower? Actually, oh, hold on. It did not like it when I tried to replace it. Wait, it doesn't want to place lower. Is that too much? It's for their son. There's not much for their son, so I feel like they would at least give him that. Okay, so we can have that there. Is there anything else that could, I guess we could have a little bike, maybe? And that gets up people's fun. They could kind of like park it in the rocks. Maybe Dylan could have a white one parked by her mailbox. I don't know. Maybe they get around by bike. Maybe it's a family thing. Maybe Nolan would have a more... Ooh, he could have like the death one. I was thinking that would fit the Strangerville vibe, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a blue bike for him. Like this one maybe. So we could do that and that. Move it like that. Have it on either side of the plant. I don't hate that. Okay. So that's kind of cute. That kind of gives them some stuff there for Robin Banks to... Oh, God. I feel like Robin Banks would just, like, rob everything outside this house. Okay. But I'm thinking if we used this as the entryway, we could use this as the coffee table because it's the matching set. And it kind of goes with the cubicles above it. Not color-wise, but, like, theme wise with like the cubes with the empty shelves and whatnot. Though I kind of am thinking about just putting a book on it and calling it done, honestly. Because I don't think there's an actual bookshelf that qualifies as books right here, right now. Or maybe to make sure it functions as a book, I should just go to study and do this. If we have something like this here, that's kind of cute. It brings in some orange, but we also have it in peach color, so that works even better. I did say it was going to be called as done, but maybe we can put her purse here. I did say we would probably go in her bedroom, but it also makes sense for it to be by her front door. So we can do that there. Honestly, should we have like a second gaming remote down here? We already have one in our inventory. We might as well use it, right? Like, I feel like that makes sense. We could put it by the books. Okay. And maybe the camera can go over by her purse. Like, as if she has it to grab on her way out. I don't know. I think that's cute. So that's a little entryway in the living room. I don't think there's anything else that specifically was meant to go in the living room. So let's go ahead and do the bathroom next. So, did I keep the bathroom sink? I kept a shower. I'm going to replace that though with a tub shower combo, so we don't need that. I think we're just going to put this here. Does I think it has to, we're going to have to, we might have to move, the sink's going to have to go here. We might have to move this up here. That's a little higher than I want it. I kind of want it to give like changing table vibes. I don't know how much room let's get the tub and shower combo in here. And that'll kind of tell me where we're at. So should we do this? What color should we do? I mean, this honestly is kind of right, except for the green tub. The green tub is kind of random. If we do that there, scoot this here, we would have to do a super skinny sink, but we may be able to get it to work if we can find a super skinny sink that would work here. We could just straight up do the tiny living sink. Yeah, I don't think that's enough room. Like, it would have to be at least to here for it to walk by. Yeah, this may have to go up here. As much as I don't want it to go up there, it may have to. It can go a little lower. Yeah, I think that's going to have to do. Let's see, how does that look from the outside? Loving it compared to how low that one is. But if it's what I got to do, it's what I got to do. I'll accept it. Alright, but we have the tub and shower combo. I think I saved the toilet. Yeah, I did. So we can put this toilet in this corner. I know, so weird, but we can have this there. We have a proper little toilet paper roll on the wall here. There we go. Perfect. All right, maybe we can, let's see. Oh, there's the sink I was using. I knew I saved the sink. I thought I was going crazy. Speaking of things I forgot to put, we didn't put this box, which I guess would make the most sense in here. Maybe if we just shove the bassinet into the corner a little bit, we can squeeze the Can we just shrink the decoration box? I think we can. Because this kind of has all the orange and purple and whatnot. So I feel like that would fit really well there. Is the bassinet clipping into the wall? It is clipping into the wall. So maybe we scoot forward just a smidge. Like that. Let's see. How does that look? Honestly, how does that look? Let's see. I mean, the broom's kind of clipping into it, but it's not the worst. For a storage little hallway closet, it's really not that bad. It's not, I say it like that bad, but it works for a little linked hallway. All right, and I think everything else is either cat related or bedroom related. So let's go ahead and figure out the most important part. where we're going to put the bed. I'm thinking the bed's kind of going to have to go here. Like, I don't see it working pretty much anywhere else. We can actually have actual side tables this time, though, so that's kind of nice. And then the cat can have its own corner. So maybe like this is like the cat's corner. I kind of like that. We have the desk out there now, so now we can do like a proper vanity area. So maybe we should get actual dressers. Like, as cute as this was, I don't know if, I mean, we could have 2 of these. Does it come in a blue? It does come in, well, it comes in that blue, which is not the exact right vibes. There's also that one. That one's better. And then we could do like a big mirror in the middle. I don't think we have another big mirror in here. Yeah, we only have that one. Okay, what if we go here? Let's go to decorations, mirrors. I just had an idea. Does this comes in white. Okay. Is this ugly? Hold on. What if we did it like this? I don't hate that. Wait, I don't hate that. And then we could put her little, well, I was going to give her an actual vanity. I keep wanting to put, like, makeup in front of the mirror because she's done that, like, her whole life. But what if we got, like, a functional, we could do, does Bella Goss, yeah, I mean, she doesn't have a blacker room, but it does kind of give the right vibes. And she could have her little makeup box here to add the ambiance. Maybe this is where her cat statue can go. Let's see. I kind of want to go with that cat statue now. Now that we're a little bit older, we can change which cat statue we use. We could center this with this wall. And then maybe, let's see, this maybe goes here. I was going to put these shelves above the vanity. So we could put it like this above here. That's kind of cute. I also don't hate the idea of these little closed ones, like kind of even higher above it. Like, what if we did it like that? We might have to move these shelves down a little bit, but honestly, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Okay, well, this lamp doesn't want to go on the shelf. I should have remembered that, because somehow I keep ending up putting stuff lifted up onto shelves here. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Oh, it doesn't want to shift click. Okay, maybe we should do it all the way up on the top. Very tippy top. Okay, so we got our lava lamp. We have her, oh yeah, her heart frog also was lit up. Well, we can put her heart frog above her vanity. I kind of like that. Most of her decor kind of went in her living room as far as clutter went. So that's a little unfortunate. We could put some of these pillows over here, like kind of like shoved in this corner for like maybe guests to sleep over or something. So we could put those in that corner. Maybe we don't need this one. We could put some cat toys over here for the kitty cats. Maybe we could put some yarn over here by these. There we go. So we have some there. Maybe we have like another mirror here. I kind of like the idea of that. Oh my goodness. Scooch. So apparently we just like mirrors in this household. I don't know if this painting's the vibe. Maybe it's the vibe. But maybe we could do with like a pink and blue side of the bed. So like this side, since it's next to this, could be Romeo's side. And we could do a table that comes in both blue and pink. So let's put a blue and pink filter on and see if there's any side tables that come in the right color. Like, that's almost too dark of a blue though. Do we like these? I don't know if we like these. They do come in the right colors. They are technically tattoo tables though, and that's more teal than blue. Let's see. What else do we have? I mean, I think these are literally the ones that go with the little dressers. So that actually could work out perfectly. Hold up. What if we move this and center it here? Center this here. Okay, I don't hate that. I think they can get by that. I might scoot this shelf over a bit. I know I just scooted over, but I want to make sure they can get by there. That's not the worst. I kind of like the fact it has a little bit of pink and blue going on. It's not totally biased. And maybe I had multiple of these rugs going on around here. So let's see. I thought I had 2 different swatches going on this rug in here. Oh yeah, I had this one. So let's say, I know I had a different swatch here. Layering over here. Alright. But we could layer these like this. I kind of want this one on top though. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Maybe shoved in the corner more like this. Yeah, that's not clipping. We do need an actual chair though. Maybe, can we get a blue, does this, I mean, I know it has the blue flowers, but what if we size this down and put this over here? I kind of like that idea. Hold on. What if we did this side here and then shrink it down and do this side here? And we could do like pink flowers on one side and blue flowers on the other. I know I just said I didn't like the blue flowers, but then I was like, oh, but it kind of matches. And then I guess we could technically change this one to be, do we not have blue swirls? We have green. Do we want to do 2 of the swirly ones? Is that too much swirl? I don't know. Maybe it works. So we can do that. And then maybe we can do some lamps, like a his and her lamp situation. So what if we did, I need a lamp that comes in pink and blue. Okay, but honestly, I didn't even realize that this Into the Moodlet lamp existed. Like, when did we get these? But they're honestly kind of perfect. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a little weird, but I kind of like it. So maybe let's move this rug up a little bit. Alright. I feel like we almost need some plants in here. So let's do some decorations, plants. Okay, I'm thinking big corner plants. Like, not the biggest, but pretty big. Like, pretty big. Oh my god, we have indoor plants now. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to myself. I hate to say it like that, but I'm not going to do that to myself. Does kind of work for the vibes. I just don't know if it's what I want. I guess we could do this with like a tall, kind of skinnier plant. We also have this, which, hold on. Why don't I hate that? There's also the Enchanted by Nature vines, which do come in pink and orange, and it's more purple. But anyways, I was wanting, where'd it go? But this comes in like a pink swatch, which I know this is technically Romeo's side of the room, but I feel like Ember would have been the one to pick out this plant. So we could put this like over here on this wall, and that can kind of cover up that window. Should we do a matching one in that corner? I feel like it's almost too perfect. I feel like we have to. Like, I just feel like we have to. But we could even like scoot these into the window here. Yeah, I like that. And then we put a desk chair. So let's do a desk chair here. Maybe we do the heart chair. We could do the heart chair. She kind of has a heart thing Like, I mean, she literally has a striped heart frog there. Ooh, what if we did the little... Hold on. Let's look up hearts. I think I moved half this stuff in here. Oh my goodness. There's so many heart things. Do we do another mirror? I just feel like there's so many mirrors. There's so many mirrors at this point. Oh, but this little heart thing from Love Struck is so cute. Okay, that's kind of adorable. But this is what I was looking for. It doesn't come in pink like I was hoping I remembered correctly. But we could put this over here on this wall above this plant. That's kind of cute. I love that when you look up heart, the heart-shaped bed does not come up, but the fake heart-shaped bed comes up. I'm just saying. It's a little odd. It's just a little odd. But Dylan has a robe. So what if, like, Nolan and Ember also had robes, but they, like, hung them up on their, like, bedroom door to kind of go with the pink and blue theme? I don't know. I feel like that makes sense. Ooh, you know what we could put over here? Like, I want, not a real hamper, but, like, this hamper we could put over here in this corner to kind of even out where the heart is on that side. I think that works. Okay. And I think with that, that's pretty much everything that was supposed to go in the bedroom. We have these rugs and this mirror, but I don't think we really need it. I did think about putting one of these over here because this size down, I feel like it's kind of Ember style, but like maybe a different one, like maybe that one, or maybe, oh, I kind of like the shoes. Is that weird? I don't know. I kind of like it. We don't have proper shoes like we do in Dylan's room, but I think this is good enough. Maybe we put some like little comfort plushie moments here. We could put like the cookies or something. They come in the right peach color, and they also have a blue and gray swatch. They also have, I was trying to see if there's another cookie swatch one. The only other food one that really fits is the other peachy melony one. Maybe they both have peach little stools here instead of one blue, one pink. I don't know. I kind of like those. I'm trying to go mature but somewhat still young and playful because I feel like that's Ember's whole vibe. And then with that, I think the main thing we have left, well, one, I feel like needs to be something else on this wall. Like maybe we can have like some kind of board here. I don't know. We need something here. We could have like a little community family whiteboard and whatnot. What is this? Oh, it's a cutting board. Do we have room for this in the kitchen? Because it's honestly kind of cute. I mean, yeah, it kind of works, honestly. But maybe in a different color. Ooh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Sorry. Totally distracted there. Alright. Was there anything else I wanted to put on this wall? I think that board will do it. I have a couple pictures I can put there. We also have to keep in mind that the Sims themselves will have a couple of things in their inventory, so I'm going to have to fit those around as well. So I can't put up too much on every single shelf. I need to leave some space shelf. So I think maybe let's wrap up the bathroom real quick, and then we'll probably be about done. So we have a painting over there. So I think the main thing we really need on this wall is some towels, and then we need like a rug. So let's look up towel. Maybe, do they have, oh my god, these have pink and blue, but they're not wall towels. I wanted wall towels particularly. They're not really having a blue and a pink towel. We do have the white towels though, so maybe they compromise and use white towels. We could also do multiple towel racks. So we could do a white towel rack, and then we could do like a dark blue and a pink. I don't know. Does that fit the vibes right? Like, is that weird? Like, what if we did this here, switch this one to like a peachy pink, and move it here and do it here, line these up under it. I don't know if that's too many towels, but I feel like you could almost never have too many towels. I do feel like that means we have to put something up on this area. Let's see. We could have it's the towel dispenser. I thought it was the medicine cabinet. I was like, why is that under towel? But no. Okay. Let's look up under the bathroom clutter and see if there was any wall decor we can put up. Oh, here's that freaking laundry board I was looking for earlier. Oh my god, that kind of comes in like a bluish color. Okay, we kind of need to put that up on this wall. It's kind of a more teal, but it has the brown swatch in it too. I don't know. That's the only room where that works. Literally the only room where that works. But I was gonna put like this, because this has like bathroom clutter on it. It kind of comes in a peachy color, so we can put that there. Here's a medicine cabinet. We can put this little medicine cabinet on this wall. That's kind of cute. They don't have any soap or anything. Hold on. Don't they have a... Maybe this has their shower stuff and their soap for like their like hands and stuff, so you can reach up there and grab your soap. I mean, I feel like if we have a fancy for the toilet, it has to have a fancy little toilet holder, brush holder. I know we got one with the kit. I would imagine it would be right next to this one, but I guess not. Maybe if we put in plunger and see if... Nope, only that one comes up. Okay, well, it would be under the sleek bathroom kit, right? So if we go to kits, go to sleek bathroom, take off this, and show decorations. What is this called? Brush-tastic cleaner. Okay, but it does come in a little peachy swatch, so, you know, it works. It works. Oh my god. Ooh, why don't I hate the idea of a little privacy wall here? Does that take up too much room, though? I feel like that takes up too much room. We'd have to scoot, like, literally all the way into the wall. And we would also have to choose a swatch. That would probably be the best swatch. Is it worth it? I don't know if it would be glitchy. I mean, I'm not going to be playing in this house very much. So if it's glitchy, it's more their problem than it is my problem. If I upload this to the gallery, I don't want it to be a problem. Yeah, maybe instead we just do a rug. Let's just do a rug instead, because that was the original plan. We could do this little rug from the sleek bathroom kit, though. Maybe in... You know what? We're trying to add a little bit more blue here. Let's add some blue with that rug here. And with that, I think that is the whole place done. Like I said, when I move the Sims in, I'll have a couple of things for them to actually have up here. I'm trying to look around and see if there's any walls that I feel like need something. Maybe we can put some of these hearts over here, but make them... Oh, that kind of like makes the shadow weird when you size them up, but I like it. I really don't mind the shadow, just because I don't mind it. Alright, and I think with that, maybe we can call that done. I'm trying to make sure there's no like missing walls or, missing a foundation. But I think we pretty much covered it all. I kind of like the landscaping as is. The table, maybe we can make the table situation a little bit more nice since this is technically her sales area. Maybe that will be our last thing we do here. So let's look up sign and see if there's any signs that kind of scream, hey, look here, we're a, jewelry shop. I mean, we already have the jewelry thing here, but we could do like some text. Maybe this is like her logo or something. I don't know. That's kind of cute, right? I think that's cute. I think that's cute. I don't want to put an open and close sign just because I don't want it to actually be like a store. I just want her to have a booth that she sells stuff at. But maybe we could put, let's see. I wish they had like a fake open sign. I mean, this is impact sale. Doesn't really come in any good swatches though. Yeah, most of this doesn't really work. Oh my god, this is so cute. For only if it was a veggie stall. That would have been adorable. Ooh, this also would look really nice as her logo. Hold on, maybe that should be her logo. Wait, that's kind of fancy and goes with the vibes of the table. I like that. Maybe that's the vibe we go with. Okay, so with that, I think we are officially done. Because she doesn't have her own car. She doesn't have her own car like her brother did to park over here. And I don't really see her having like a hot tub or something. Well, hold on. Let me just see how I feel about it. Let's just see how I feel about it. Maybe it's from Dylan's family. Maybe Dylan's family gave us a rock hot tub. Is that weird? I don't know. We could blend it in with the environment a little bit. Let's see which. We could either match the rocks with this, or we could match the oranginess of the build with this. I mean, we are trying to make this a peach vibed house. Oh my goodness. What am I doing here? I should have stopped. Maybe we add another cactus over by it. Try and make it blend in with the area a little bit. We could bring in some rocks over here. We can pretend this is like a rock they sit on. It wouldn't actually function as a rock they sit on. But we can pretend. I don't know. And maybe there's like a little smaller rock to go with it. I guess that works. Okay, I'll stop. I think we've done enough. So with that, I'm going to go into tabs mode and kind of give an official tour because I feel like I really did jump around a lot. I mean, we have the main stuff, but I think I jumped around a lot. So I feel like I need to go and do like I do with most of my builds and just go into the actual tabs mode and give you guys a proper tour of what the finish ending results are. Alright, so this is our renovation of the orange trailers being turned into the peach trailers for Ember and her little household. This may change when I play in this house because I'm probably gonna like play in it for like 0.2 seconds. If they can't get in, I might have to change something. But as far as them living somewhere when I'm not playing with them, this is where they're gonna live. Obviously, it goes in the trailer park lot on Strangerville. This is what it looks like kind of all around. It still has some of the old stuff, but it's definitely been renovated pretty much completely. So if you come up here, if you go this way, this is where the hot tub and her bike is. And this is Dylan's little front porch. We have the other two bikes for Nolan and Ember, a little fire pit area. I guess I should have put a third chair, but oh well. We have the grave representation for Pumpkin. And then you come over here. This is kind of where she's going to sell her merchandise. Kind of a cute little setup. Not super fancy or as fancy as I was planning, but honestly, I kind of like it. If you go up, we kind of have this front porch that is dedicated to pretty much gemology. And it has her little mailbox. We have a little light here by the front door. You could also go that way to that front door, but let's go this way. So you come up here. This is the living room for the household. All the living spaces are going to be shared, but each one of them will have their own bathroom and bedroom. So this is like you walk in, and this is like the front door of the living room. This is the actual TV area. The shelves do kind of clip, but oh well, not my problem. We have the couch that comes up here. We have a little desk area. I kind of picture this being like Ember's desk area. This is like the cat area. We have Ember and Nolan's bathroom. So you walk in, there's immediately a window here. Yeah, that's great. But then we have like a peach and blue bathroom. Has a little bit of teal in it, but that was not on purpose. And then if you come back out here, we have Ember and Nolan's bedroom, which honestly I think is my favorite room. So we have like the bed and entrance area with the lava lamp. We have a little cat area just with some storage. We have the dresser area, which I'm obsessed with. On the hearts clip, oh well. We have a little vanity area. It has her heart frog that she found when she was younger. I don't know. I think this is super cute. And then if you go this way, this is the little storage closet in between. And it has your storage, a little baby carrier. You know, her mom's kind of hinting. We have some fans. And this technically leads into the living area. But if you go back out here, you could also either go this way on the porch or come up these stairs by Dylan's mailbox and come to the official front door. So this is like what I consider the front door. So that is Ember's door. So I feel like this is the living room entrance. It kind of goes into the gemology area and whatnot. But even though this is technically Dylan's entrance, I feel like this is like the front door of the whole house, because it goes into a hallway that goes either into the living room or into the kitchen. So I feel like it only works. But this is what the little doorway looks like if you come in. This is the entranceway. Total rainbow vibes. Like I said, this was originally supposed to be a build for Pride. So there is that. If you come this way, we have Dylan's bedroom area, very yellow and white. We have a little piano in the dressing area. We have a little bed and computer area. Definitely a rented out space for sure. And then if you come here, off the kitchen is technically Dylan's bathroom, but I'm sure that guests will probably use it if they want to use the weird toilet. I forgot the weird toilet. We have like the towel on the floor. I don't know, definitely a tiny bathroom and cluttered, but I kind of love it. And then this is the kitchen / dining. So we have like the cat eating area, and then we have the sink and fridge area. We have the actual dining space with the lesbian flag and the rainbow rug and the pride painting. We have a speaker. We have the little fun clock section, and then we have the actual cooking space with a cake table. And that, I believe, is the entire build. So I hope you enjoyed this one. This is just one step closer to me getting my Rainbow Legacy Challenge back up. I feel like I always do like these big builds, and then like you guys wait on me to do these big builds, and then like I do a couple episodes and there's something else I have to build. The series goes by so fast, especially in this generation, but the episodes are so spaced out that it is kind of a pain to watch. So I do apologize for that, but hopefully in the next, like, I don't know, couple of weeks, well, for you guys it'll be like a week or two probably by the time I post this, if even. But for me in real life, hopefully in a few weeks I will have this series back up and running on a normal schedule. But that is it for this video, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right,